Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Simply Colorful FiberCast. Today's date is June 25th, 2020. Welcome to another FiberCast. My name's Lynn Marquidant, and I am your host. Grab a project and let's do something fun together and forget about what's going on in the world other than our own art. How does that sound? Thanks for joining me. Use the chat button and talk amongst yourselves. You can also text me or email me at lynn@simplycolorful.com. Send again chat here, or you can chat on the Simply Colorful Mystery Quilt Along group. And let's get to it. Tonight, I'm just going to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's been another busy week, and it's been some time in the garden, but and I thought about starting a new project, but I really can't afford to because I have so many customer quilts that I have to get through. So for example, I have several t-shirt quilts. Last week I was working on one, which is finished, which I'll show you. This is another one, same family, different set of t-shirts, completely different. So while you look at this, and this one's not done, but I'll get the one I was working on last week and I'll show you that one. Remember this was on the wall? This is much more of a tropical feel or a Caribbean feel. And it's long, but it's not that wide. So it'll be a nice quilt for someone who wants to just lie on the couch and cover themselves up from head to toe. So that's that. And I'm making a third one using the same man's t-shirts. And that one I'm going to do in completely different colors. And I love that the client has given me the green light to go do that. A blank slate, which I love. Hi, Pat. Sewing 30s reproduction 9 patches for baby quilts tonight. That's wonderful. Hello, Marcella. In Little Rock. Little Rock, Little Rock. So glad you're there. I hope that you're doing well. So that was the t-shirt quilts. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I literally have what I was going to do tonight is really when I get to sewing, it'll be about this BC quilt. Remember last week we got the BC fabric? I need to start incorporating that early on so that it doesn't look like I've thrown it in at the very end. So I might do something with that. I've not done anything more since you last saw it. The last time we worked on that, we were making this. So I need to make 3 more of these. So maybe, and I think actually I need, because Carol Bell, if you're out there, she was awesome. Hi, Leah. Hi. Who's that? Sue, hello. Hello. Yay, so nice to see you out there. Leah will be so happy and so proud. She's bringing us along. That's awesome. I think you're either born with a technology wizard gene or you're not. Although that's not true. I guess we can all learn something. So Carol was suggesting for symmetry, which I tend to always forget. I need 1 more row, and it does fit, so we'll do that. Hi, Diane. Oh, my goodness, it's hot where you are, huh? Oh, I love your masks. If anyone needs masks, Diane Wilson is making some really neat ones, some novelty ones. Find her on Facebook. And I think you're donating some, selling some. Good combination. Okay, so that's the BC quilt, and when I start sewing, I'll get to going on that. I also, well, why don't I show you the other quilt? I also, if Kathleen G is out there, your quilt is done. I'll drop it off tomorrow. Isn't this an amazing cave? How fun is this? And it's squares. but you let the fabric do the work. Look at the backing. We did it with a Palmaria. Yep, Palmaria. Very simple quilt design in a glide rhododendron pink thread. And I hope you like it as well as I. It's so pretty. So that's an update. And again, I'll put this over here so we can pack it up. Oftentimes, the quilts come in and out of here before I can even show them to you because I really like packing them all up. I get them all cleaned up and trimmed, and then I fold them and I put them in plastic so that nothing dirty gets on them. So anyway, I wanted to share those. The other things were literally Joann's fabric for anyone, at least on this side of in America. Hi, Carol. Am I back to work yet? No, I'm not. Nope. And it's really because I just I didn't feel quite safe. I'm not as young as I used to be, I guess. It was a hard job, and I do want to go back. I really do, but not until it's safer for me. Thanks for asking. Hello, Becca. Oh, you received the quilt. It's gorgeous. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Becca, for letting me know. Yay. Marcella can relate. I always so appreciate when the plane goes up and brings your quilt down, or the train or the truck, whatever's bringing the quilt back to you. When it gets to you, I'm always very happy. Great to know. Did you see how I goofed up the label? I'm sorry about that. Diane, I am obsessed with Kafe and anything. Who's that? Lori Holt right now. Beautiful quilt and lovely quilting lane. I will have to check out Lori Holt. I do not know who that is. Thank you, Diane. Anyway, oh, yay. So, Carol, no, I'm not back to work. Becca, I'm so glad the quilt has arrived. For anyone who is going into Joann's and venturing out, which I must admit, this is one of the few places that I have been going back to, this and Stop and Shop, my food and my fabric. I don't have a very broad life right now. But it looks like they're trying to get rid of a lot of things, maybe go out of some lines. And it just strikes me, at least here in Milford, Massachusetts, that they're doing something with their inventory, like getting rid of a lot of it. So they have up to 90% off, for example, off of, what was it? Paper crafting. You know, all those rows of paper when you go in there. And I always think, I wish I could do that, but I'm not talented enough. I don't know how to do paper craft. And I walk right by. 90% off that. There is a 20% off your total purchase online and in store, July 1st through 4th. There are spot check fabric, 40% off. Cricut, rolls, tools, mats, and materials are 50% off. Let's see. This is interesting. On this page, it says, oh, maybe this is Thursday through Saturday, June 25th. Oh, so today's the 26th. By the way, it's the 26th, not the 25th. You knew that. So until tomorrow, there's 70% off some things. Candy melts, a glue gun, and juvenile apparel fabrics. Over here, this was interesting. Foam stuffing batting, 50% off. And then later here, it says, so I think Cricut, if anyone wants Cricut, it looks like there are some sales there. Not that I have the Go, whatever that was called, the AccuQuilt Go, and I need to get to using that more before I can justify any other machine. Aren't you proud of me? Sounds good. Okay, so here, then batting says it's only 30% off the entire stock. So I'm not sure quite which is the truth. But anyway, if you're looking for batting, there might be some off there. And Joann's is always fun to walk through, and they had sanitizer at the front. Oh, and there are some coupons on the back. So for what it's worth, they're open around here. I also have Color Problems. Remember this book? Hi, Allie. Hello, Down Under. And Carol Bell. Hey, Carol. Oh, Carol Ritter says Pat Sloan broke both her wrists and has to have surgery. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so sorry. I bet that's painful. And I wonder how she did it. For anyone out there who I'm sure you all know, Pat Sloan is a famous quilter. And she does quilt-alongs, and she's pretty active online, right? She broke both her wrists. Wow. Color theory, color problems. Remember, we started, my sister gave this to me, KB, and it's Vanderpool, and it was published, Emily Noyes Vanderpool published it many, many, many decades ago. And it's very intense theory, 1901. So almost 119 years ago. And there are color plates here. And all I wanted to do, not that we're going to get into it, is I wanted to see if I could find anything about combining maroon with gold. If there were anything that I could learn about. I'm not sure where I would even color harmonies, color problems. And this is the type of book that I go like this, and I pick a page and I see if anything catches my eye, and then I read a paragraph or two. But before we have to do learning, I can remember being taught when growing up that you always wanted to be learning. Well, I think it's very hard to always be learning. Can I just tell you that? First, let's open a package. Oh, here's more. Okay. So Carol says she was walking. She said her husband is helping her in the studio doing filming. Go and check out Pat Sloan Fireside Chat. Thank you. She fell taking a walk. See, there you go. That's exercise can be dangerous to your health. Aw, all kidding aside, though, that stinks. Okay, so we got this package. It's from Winnie in Connecticut. And I thought I would open it with you. And I have seen part of this. I saw her making it at Studio on the Hill. And she emailed me, which I just love. Can you imagine doing this without technology? I love how you all, when you have a quilt, you just send me a text or an email and say, I've got a quilt, and we figure out how to pick it up. Sometimes I'll drive to you and pick it up. Sometimes Winnie put it in the mail. Oh, look at this, a little card. Oh, isn't that cute? Little flowers. That is very adorable. Hi, Lynn. Thanks for taking on the project. Oh, I totally trust you to pick the right color thread and pattern. Oh, wow. Oh, it's all flannel. Oh, that's right. It's hedgehogs. I couldn't remember what the critters were. Oh, isn't this lovely? Oh, yay. That is going to make someone very happy and comfy. It's so soft. Beautiful. I love the bright colors. All right, so that was our package. Well, that was the fun part. Now we have to either learn color theory or dive into our BC quilt. That is really cute. So there's an example. This will be done within the next week and back to her, either in the mail or if she comes up to Holliston, maybe I'll meet her there and we just work it out. Get that over here where it won't get dirty. Okay. Okay. So, remember these? I've not done anything more. There's the main part of the quilt, right? The medallion. Hi, KB. Love the hedgehog, right? It's so cute and whimsical. Where are we going to put BC fabric? Let's see if we can see anything in this book. I may have to send it back to my sister. And TG Bob. TG Bob, if you're out there, hello. How are you doing? Shades, tints. No, we know about that. Everyone know what a shade is? You add black to a color. And what's a tint? Remember? You add white to a color. That's all that is. So if someone says it's a tint, it's a tint, you know they've added white. And if it's a shade, you know they've added black. Advancing and retiring colors. Ooh, let's find out about this. So first I would have said those, they're going to tell us about the primary colors, right? Yellow, red, and blue. See page 99. Let's see what they say about this. So again, this is advancing and retiring colors. By a dominant hue, so a hue is the actual color, which may run through all the design and outlines. See, this is what I mean. I don't even understand these sentences. No, it's not, KB. Oh, and I'm glad TG says hi. Yay. See, like this is the sentence. So by a dominant hue, comma, which may run through all the design in outlines, comma, although colored outlines are not so good as those of black, white, gray, gold, or silver, or those which may be added in small spots over all the colors. Or those which, now granted I should just start from the beginning, but it says, see page 99, the color screens at end of volume are for use with this plate. Try what making the same colors a harmony of the dominant hue of yellow will do by putting over it the yellow screen. The colors will be seen to be quite different. The yellow will change very little, only growing slightly darker. The red from the pure spectral hue will be moved toward the orange, and the blue will be moved toward the green. This gives us a fine harmony and a favorite one with artists. Harmonies of the dominant hues of red, orange, or yellow, warm colors, are much more generally light than those of blue, green, or violet, the cold colors. Age has done much for old pictures by darkening and mellowing the paints and varnish so as to give them harmony of the dominant hue. That's interesting. So if I just heard that right, the warm colors, red, orange, and yellow, are more pleasing generally than the cooler color harmonies of purple, green, and blue. And when they've aged, the old paintings, the varnish and the mellowing of the paints has resulted in age has done much for old pictures by darkening and mellowing the paints and varnish so as to give them harmony of the dominant hue. So I guess it could be either the warms or the darks. I promise I'm not going to do this much longer. See, it's good that we talk about this though. K Facet is a master with color, right? And he must know all of this. Harmony is consistent in the true equilibrium of the different colors regulated by the general tone of light by which they are illuminated. Thus, if the light is yellow, all the colors will appear tinged with the same hue, as the air interposed between them and the eye of the spectator is already tinged with that color. The harmony resulting from a dominant hue in nature may also be seen in a spray of young leaves in spring, when many hues of green and yellow will be found connected and harmonized by the red of the stem, which color runs through it all, carrying the red into the greens and yellows. Didn't quite understand that, but I do know when I take pictures in the spring, my mother will say, oh, a spring garden, because the leaves are more yellow and lighter green. Then they are dark. Okay, so that was plenty for one day. Color Problems is the name of this by Emily Noyes Vanderpool. Okay, that's more than a little of this and that. Maybe we'll sew a stitch. Okay, what have we got here? Well, we really do need to make more of these. That means I have to cut something. Let's put this up just for kicks again. Oh, maybe, you know what I can do without much thinking? I can make some of these because we're going to need those on the way outside edge. Okay, so maybe we'll just do that. I have a couple of these. Those are 9 patches, right? Yeah, I think that's all that I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to do 1 9 patch. Yep. Because we get to say, everyone, hi, Sue and Leah, I'm joining. Diana, thank you for laughing. Thank you, Allie. The medallion quilt's going to be fun. Hi, Sue and Leah. I'm joining Rose together tonight. Oh, I can't wait to see those, Carol, with that blue sashing and the black. I like how, see, that's a good color study. Carol Bell is making a quilt with squares of one hue. So one all pink with then a black four patch, black and white or black and whatever in the corner of each one. And each one's a different color. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. And then she's putting a blue sashing and something with black to unify it. So your black is unifying it somehow. So anyway, Carol, I can't wait to see you tomorrow on the Open Sew. Yay! All right. So fun. Oh, here we go. Here's a start. It's a 4 patch. So we'll just build off that. Why not? Have to do it right though. That and that. And that. And that. I might even have enough cut out for 2. Let's see. 2, 3. 5, 6. Okay, I need 3 blues. 3 reds. Ay, ay, ay. Not even sure that's square, but we'll try it. Oh, here we go. A couple more. There's that and that. Okay, so we have enough to put 2 together. And we've got this all ready to rock and roll. All right. Here in the States, we had a White House task force gave a coronavirus update, the first in over a month, at least. Nothing really new other than they said, and I was only half listening, but what I caught was they know a lot more about the virus now. Still be vigilant. The same things apply. It's still out there. Not many of us have had it yet. They're getting better at therapeutics using remdesivir. We've talked about that, an antiviral, and then also a steroid Begins with a D. D-meth. I just thought of something. I made myself laugh that I'm talking about doctor stuff. I'm not a doctor. Anyway, so the Corona Task Force basically said, keep doing what we're doing. Wear a mask, wash your hands, stay home if you can, and social distance. Oh, and so what I was going to say is, who heard Dr. Fauci? At the end, he was saying something that I thought was interesting, that this particular virus causes a wide range, can result in a wide range of outcomes or scenarios or illness situations. You can have no illness, no nothing. You can be ventilated, be intubated, have to have help breathing, and everything in between. And so that's makes it harder possibly to keep those of us who will get sick protected from those of us who won't. Anyway, I hope you all are doing okay. Had a nice little thing happen in Joann's when I went to get, I forget which fabric. I left, because I leave everything in my car. I only bring in my credit card. I'm wearing my mask. So my credit card's in my pocket. And I forgot my phone, so I didn't have any rewards points or my coupons for Joann's, right? So the woman in front of me when I was at the checkout line, two women in front of me, the woman checked out, she got a 50% off coupon when she checked out, and she handed it to the woman behind her. The woman behind her was very thankful, used it, and then apparently left it there. So then when I went up and I said, I don't have my phone or any of my coupons, the cashier said, I saw you there and I saved the coupon for you. She was very good. It was great customer service because she knows me and she knows I've been there a lot. So I saved $10, I think. It was a 50% off coupon and it could work. So I used it. And then when I checked out, I got a 50% off coupon. And I turned around and I gave it to the woman behind me in line. And you would have thought that we had won the lottery. It was that whole thing about, like my sister was talking about, giving the quilt to her neighbor. Unexpected, just giving someone else something unexpected. And that was the same woman who I had been talking to in line. And she said she was having a really hard time with the coronavirus and that she was usually a very outgoing person and very social, and that she was surprised that she was having this reaction and that she used the D word. She said she was depressed. Anyway, it was fun to sprinkle, just to have a little bit of sunshine sprinkled on me with the first coupon and then sprinkle that on someone else. So that's my story. Not very exciting, but got to do it. Because there are some unknowns still. Okay, check that out. A 9 patch. Now, if I'm remembering this right, yeah. So now, see how this has the yellows in the corners? Now I'm going to do a 9 patch that has the maroons in the corners. And then we're going to slice them up the middle and sew them back together. Speaking of slicing and dicing, reminds me of Jenny Doan. She's a master too. I was reading in the newsletter that they're keeping the stores closed. Is that right? And that they might be revamping Hamilton. And I saw they're adding a Nancy's Notions store. I wonder what else they're doing. I am going back when it is pretty soon after it's feasible to travel again. It's just so fun. And you can do it on a budget. You need a little money, but you can, as long as you're okay in stores and can look and sort of have the joy of finding a bargain or finding that brilliant quarter of a yard and be happy with that score. I've done Missouri Quilt Star Company both ways. I've filled up boxes with fabric and had it shipped home and earned myself whole bracelets full of tchotchkes. And the last time I went, I bought very little. In my mind, I was about to say, I only spent $10, but that would not be right. It was a little bit more than that. Okay, so let's keep going. So I webbed it. Yeah, let me turn on my iron so that at least we can iron these a little bit. Very exciting that, Missouri Star bought Nancy's notions. Thank you, Carol. See, the world's going to change. There's a lot going on. NBC is going to restream all that blueprint stuff. Look out. What else is going on? Okay, so let's cut where we did our webbing so that we can spin our seams. Hi, Mom. I'm glad you're out there. Okay. Oh, hello to our New Jersey peeps. Juliana, Tim, Drew, Molly. Hello. So I just spun the seams and I'll iron it and show you. Comes out a bit. And there is a reason why you spin your seams, of course. It's not just to be cool. It's to get your quilt as flat as can be across the front. So you don't want bulk right there at your seams. You want to minimize that as much as possible. See how they're spinning? So there's one. And when you web them together, you have to just make sure to cut that webbed thread so that they can spin freely. And, sometimes they don't all spin for whatever reason. I've nested them incorrectly or don't sweat it, believe me. Okay, maybe 3 of the 4 of these are working. Oh yeah, this one had the one that we had It's already the 4 patch. Okay. How's everyone's gardens? Here's another one. I guess 3 of the 4 seams spun. That one didn't. Okay, now in order to make this, where we have 1 yellow and 1 red up there, what I need to do is get my cutting board. Go. Whoops. And then do I have my scissors around? Hold on 1 second. Ooh. Okay, almost done. Spin a little of this and a little of that. So cut this right down the middle. Now we have 2 of those. Cut that one right down the middle. Now all we do is we switch them. And then we switch them. And then we're going to ultimately sew them together like that. Huh, okay. I'm going to sew these 3 together so we see what they look like. But first I have to create these 2. Okay. There's that. 1 more. Oh, I'm so glad you all are out there. Okay. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Oh, you know what? I don't even have to. There's a little fly. I'm not even going to cut that because it'll be like webbing. So we'll iron 1 way. And 1 the other way. This is where it would be good to have overhead. So there's that and that. And then here's the 3rd one. And we're going to sew them together. And this, it would be great if I could spin these seams because there are a lot of them right close together. Okay. One more. And while I have you, I want to make sure I've told you everything that I had. We're heading into the lazy days of summer, so I hope you take the time to enjoy them, at least up here. Now, Allie down under, it's Saturday morning, and you're in the winter, right? You're heading into winter. There we go. That's going to be a nice ending. Like, let's say this goes out here. Right? Can you imagine that? And then up here is this part. Somehow. Carol Bell, I'll make it symmetrical. Okay. Now I still have to do something in that corner, but then this could possibly be out there. Be as a border. Like there. That's not a pine. Oh, and you can't even see it, so I won't do that. Anyway, there's that. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. I think. Oh, what does Allie say? Hi, Leah. I like the third picture as border. I like choice B. Oh, good. Oh, Carol Bell posted something on the Facebook page and people are voting on it. That is awesome. I'm going to go look at it after we're done. So good. Look at that. We're collaborating across the world. That's great. Sure am. Allie says should get as high as 20 centigrade here today, and we are in the warm part of the country. Wow. What about that block with the triangles? That block with the triangles. Oh, this one. It's called Batwing or something. I hadn't figured out where to put that. It's a good question. If at all, I made this using part paper piecing and part just, I don't know. I guess I was leaving that off the side, but I need to figure something out. Maybe that's what we'll do next week. How's that? Or tomorrow. Although tomorrow I'm going to be working on another t-shirt quilt. They never end, which is a good thing. Anyway, I think we've gone through a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I'm so glad you could join me. We're going to get through this. We're almost halfway through 2020. So next time I see you, we'll be on the downslope. So hang tight, do what you love to do what you're good at, have some fun, sprinkle the love, do something nice for someone else. It really is a gift to yourself when you gift someone to something else. You know what I mean, something to someone else. Anyway, thanks for joining me, everyone. Have a great Friday night and a great weekend, and I'll see you right here next Friday night. Bye.